Good morning and happy Saturday. So I am super early for an all-day training that I'm going to be at, and I thought this would be a great time to come live and just share some thoughts I was having. I got an opportunity yesterday to speak with a friend of mine that I haven't talked to in a while, and she's been struggling with a couple of things, and a lot of it is just being motivated to keep going. We were talking in particular about workouts and some of her business venture things and whatnot. And she asked me, how do you keep going when you're just not motivated and you just don't want to, right? Like, how do you get out of that? Because she knows that's where I've been. And with a lot of things right now, that's honestly where I am. I've been struggling with so many different things, and she's like, but how do you keep going? Because you're still going. And I'm like, well, one, you don't see like everything that's happening in my world, right? We need to remember that on social media, like you don't see everything that's going on. You see what people want you to see, right? So, yes, there are times that I'm busy, and then there's times that I am not super busy, and then the thinking sets in, and the doubts, and the guilt, and the guessing on so many things, and um, being scared to move forward and not knowing what to do. And like all of those things still set in. And so, how do you keep going when you're struggling? And it's so easy to say, well, you've got to keep going for your kids, and you've got to keep going if you're married for your spouse, and you've got to keep going because there's people relying on you, right? And like that's all true and stuff, but when you're not motivated and you don't want to do stuff, you're not thinking about all of the other people that necessarily need you to move forward. Now, that does help me when I'm struggling to keep going, because I've got clients that I need to show up for, right? I've got friends that are counting on me to be there in situations and at certain times. So yes, that's important. But when I thought about it, I was like, I keep going and I keep taking the next step forward when it's hard and when I don't want to, because I know, I have seen over and over again in my life. Scripturally, we know like things are dark before they're light, right? We know that big things come after challenges. And if nothing else, I keep making sure that I take one step in front of the other right now, even when I don't want to, because I don't know what victory looks like on the other end. And to experience the great that comes from the hurt, you have to set yourself up. You have to keep preparing. And so while I'm struggling with different things, all I can do at times is take that next step forward, motivated or not. Like, especially when I'm not motivated, especially when I don't want to do something and I am resisting it with all my might, that's when I know that I have to do it. Because again, like victory and triumph and those highest of highs, they always come after the lowest of lows. So while you're in that low and that hurt, your step forward isn't going to always look the same, but it's got to be a small step. And after she had me thinking about this last night, I just left her a message a little while ago, and my message was, you need to always, which I also shared yesterday, you need to lean in to the people and the things that you do love, that do bring you joy, that bring you happiness, that fill your heart, that give you that passion. You need to lean into those people. A good friend of mine, Jess, has been a freaking rock for me through a lot of struggle. And she gets to listen to my nonsense, and she gets to help me process when I don't want to do something. And then when it's something that we can do together, she's like, let's go, let's do this together. So that's the other piece, is you need to find those people that you can be around that know your struggles, that can continue to push you, continue to check in on you, continue to help fuel your fire for the desires that you do want to pursue and the passions that you do have. Help you figure out what is that next right step. And when you can lean into those people and they can help pick you up when you're struggling to pick yourself up, that's going to help keep you going. And so anyway, a lot of just thoughts rolling through my head. I feel like there was a lot of brilliance in my brain that did not just come out of my mouth, but I hope that that was a little bit helpful. I know that so many of us are struggling with so many different things in so many different times right now. And with the world just feeling a mess, it's hard sometimes to move forward and do that next best thing, that next right thing. And having the right people in your corner that you can stay accountable to, that you can talk about your dreams, your goals, your desires, the passions of your heart, the hurt sometimes, and listen to them, lean into them, continue to take the next step, and know that there is triumph and there is victory and there is light, and the highest of highs are going to come after the lowest of lows. And keeping that in mind just will continue to keep me going, whether I want to or not. All right, that's what I got for you. I'm going to go see where I'm supposed to be. I'm still wicked early for this training today, but I'm excited to be able to be live and in person, get to meet some new people, and learn a whole lot today with the National Speakers Association of Central Florida and the National Speakers Academy. So, hope you guys have a fantastic day. Share some thoughts below. Let me know how you keep going when you're struggling and just don't want to.